Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today myself Roji, your computer teachers, going to give you some revision classes of Python. The topic of today's are the Python programming construct. Programming construct means the programming construct means how the statements are executed in program. The statements are executed in Python programs. Selection, sequence, and iteration means sequential statement, selection statement, and iteration statement. In sequential statement, statements are executed line by line. There are no condition test. But in selection statement, execution of statements are depending upon the condition test. If the condition is evaluated to true, then true part of statements are executed. Otherwise, false part of statement are executed. Selection statement can further be divided into different way. That is simple if else, if elif else, and nested if. Means selection statement is divided into simple if elif else, and nested if. Simple if means the syntax for simple if are if condition is true, then true part of statements are executed. If condition is evaluated to false, then no action will be performed. This is known as the simple if statement. Now, other way is if elif means if the statements are evaluated to true, then true part of code, true part of blocks are executed. Otherwise, false part of statements are executed. This is known as if else statement. Next one is the if elif else statement. If else statement apply for the multiple condition. If this condition will be true, then this part of blocks or statements is executed. Otherwise, if this condition will be true, then this part of statements or blocks are executed. Otherwise, this part of statements are executed. Ultimately, the else part of statements are executed. Means if the conditions are known, then the code for that conditions, statement for that conditions are executed. Otherwise, default conditions statements are executed. This is known as if elif else statement. Next one is the Python nested if statement. In nested if statement, one set of if statements is embedded within the another set of if statements. means if statements is nested on other if statement. This is known as the nested if statement. So the selection statement means selection statement is also known as conditional statement or decision making statement, in which the block of code or statements are executed according to the condition test. If the condition is evaluated to true, then true part of statements are executed. Otherwise, false part of statements are executed. Next, the next looping statement. Looping statement is also known as iteration statement. In iteration statement, in iteration statements, the set of statements are executed again and again. In iteration statements, set of statements are executed again and again. And if the condition is evaluated to false, then looping body stop executing. Means iteration statement is also known as the looping statement or repetitive statement. In repetitive statement, set of statements are executed again and again. There are three types of iteration statement in Python. These three types of statements are for, while, and do while. For statement, while statement, and do while statement. For statement, while statement, and do while statement. There are three types of loop in Python. That is for loop, while loop, and do while loop. For loop, while loop, and do while loop. Then first of all, we will explain you the for loop. For loop, the syntax for loop is for variable name in and sequence data type. The for loop work in two forms. First one is using the sequence data type, and second one is the using range function. In sequence data type, we use here either list, string, tuple, set. But in range function, we provide the range function along with the starting value and stop value. So first of all, we will use the for in sequence statement. That is how the for loop will work on sequence statement. That is variable. First of all, here we define a variable, and here we define a sequence data type. So let's see the example of for loop using the sequence data type. Suppose here we write the numbers equals to numbers is a sequence data type. The value of number is 1, 2, 4, 6, 11, 20. And we have written here for val in numbers, means val is a variable name, and numbers means 1, 2, 4, 6, 11, 20. Means this looping body will be executed if this looping condition will be the true. Val is known as the control variable that controls the looping conditions. Means if the value of val will exist in sequence data type, then this looping body will be the executed, and the looping body will calculate the square value of the list. Suppose first value of list is 1, then the square value of list is 1 into 1, that is 1. Next value of list is 2, then the square value is 4. 4 will be the printed. Next value of list is 4, then square value is 4 into 4, that is 16. 16 will be the printed, and so on. That means the for in sequence means we use here the variable name, and here we use the sequence data type, and the looping body will be executed until the variables value of variables exist in the sequence data type. If these conditions will be the false, then looping body stop executing, and we say that the loops is terminated. This is the one way for using the for loop, means in or sequence data type. Another way for using the for loop, you range function. In the range function, we use the range value. Range functions means it will work from the range of value, and range of value, if we write the range n, means it will work from the starting value to n minus 1, means if we will not provide the starting value, specific starting value, then range function automatically generate the range 0 as a starting value and n minus 1 as a stop value. Next, if we will provide the start value, then range function will work from start to stop. Suppose we will write here 5, 9, means the range function start from the 5 and stop 9 minus 1, that is the 8. Means the range function work from the 5, 6, 7, 8 value. And if we will provide the 3 argument along with the range function, that is start value, stop value, and step value, then it will generate the value from the start, that is the from starting value. Stop means n minus 1 value, and step means the starting value will be incremented by the this step value, that is 1 starting value, stop value 2, stop value 10 minus 1, that is 9, and step value is 2. So when we write the 1, 10, 2, means starting value is 1, then step value, next step value is 3, then 5, then 7, then 9. This is the general syntax of range function. Range function means then it will provide the range of number between the starting to stop value. And when we use the Python looping statement using the range function, then we use the syntax like the for I in range, for variable names, for val in range 1 to 10, means this looping body will be work from starting value is 1 and end value is 9, and that times the looping body, the sum equals to sum plus val, this work will be done. So students, in next class, we will discuss the while loop and the program using the string and list. Thank you, students. So we will start the string and list value in next class. Bye bye.